Hey everyone. So I wanted to just really briefly, apologies for the roosters crowing in the background. I want to really briefly share a bit about what this class that I'm teaching online is about, this Yangsheng class. Yangsheng translates as nourishing life, and Yangsheng is nourishing life methods. And what Yangsheng really is its teachings from the Chinese medical tradition, but also not just kind of contained within the Chinese medical tradition, also historically preserved within Taoist lineages and Buddhist lineages in China, for understanding how to cultivate and nourish your health. So the four legs of Yangsheng Fa are diet, sleep, exercise, and mind and emotions, how we navigate our emotional lives. Yangsheng Fa includes a number of other things as well, though, including sort of having teachings about every aspect of our lives. There's even teachings in Yangsheng about enjoying music, historically, or certainly there's teachings about having a healthy sex life, having a healthy and pleasurable sex life which is supportive for longevity. There's teachings about all sorts of things. So the topic is quite broad. And the way that I teach Yangsheng Fa is really in the context of Chinese medicine principles, because I don't personally enjoy just giving people guidelines or telling people what to do, how to live their lives. Of course, I could just do that. I could say, Yangsheng Fa says you should go to sleep at this time and do this before bed and eat these things or something like that. But I don't find that particularly useful. I've never found it particularly useful in my life when people just tell me what to do. What I find useful is to explain the larger context and the worldview that all of this is embedded within, and the deeper logic behind it. Because Chinese medicine is an extraordinarily profound study, and is about more than just keeping our physical bodies well. Of course, these teachings and these methods are for keeping our physical bodies well, but as is alluded to by the fact that mind and emotions is one of the four essential pillars of Yangsheng Fa, it's about keeping ourselves well on a deeper level, navigating the complex existential terrain of being human skillfully. And this is what I think is really compelling about Yangsheng, and this is the kind of energy that I try to bring to these classes, is to not just give you some suggestions for how to optimize your well-being and your lifestyle, but to engage a process of going deeper and listening more deeply to our bodies, to ourselves, and having these kinds of ancient methods and maps for helping us to navigate this terrain. There's different metaphors that are used for talking about the body and talking about health in Chinese medicine. In modern medicine, I think the dominant metaphor is the body is a machine, and so we think of healing almost like fixing a machine or making a machine run well. In Chinese medicine, there's more organic metaphors, so we think of the body like it's a garden. And so you are a garden, and you are your own gardener, which is kind of an incredible thing, that we are beings that can be cultivated, and we ourselves can engage in the process of cultivating ourselves. And so essentially, I'm trying to give you principles and understandings that support in your process of cultivating yourself. And there are specific suggestions that come with that, but the deeper thing is to understand and gain more intimacy with that garden. Understand its kind of rhythms and its ebbs and flows and its energetic movements, and to make connections between different parts of our being, different parts of our mind and our emotional life, and different aspects of our physical health, and how those things are woven together into this kind of complex tapestry of life. The metaphor of weaving is a big one in Chinese medicine. The Jingluo, the channel system of the body, is a metaphor for weaving, actually. So the idea is that our body is filled with these channels that weave together the different layers of embodied life. This is sort of the kind of attitude I'm trying to support. The other metaphor that I really like, another organic and naturalistic metaphor, one that's found in medicine but even more so in Taoist traditions of cultivation, is the body is a wilderness. So in this sense, Yangsheng Fa teachings and the way that I engage them and I'm teaching them are not just to support you in kind of this garden that you are, cultivating this garden, but also to instigate a process of exploration, self-exploration, exploring the wilderness of embodied life. Because being a human being is, it's like being in the wilderness, and certainly being a body is. Our bodies contain these kinds of mysteries. Our awareness cannot saturate them completely, and we're constantly exploring, finding new things. Sometimes they have hidden things within them that emerge that are troubling to us, and we get ill. Sometimes there are gifts and hidden things that emerge that actually bring us joy or insight or pleasure or clarity of mind. Certainly in Taoist traditions there are many, and certainly in Chinese medicine there are many areas of the body that are referred to as men, which is a word for gateway or doorway, implying that these are kind of doorways of our physical somatic being that open us up into exploration of a deeper aspect of our psyche or our soul or something about kind of our nature or who we are, or our Ming being translated as life path or sometimes destiny, kind of what we're doing here. Ultimately, from a Chinese medicine perspective, health is more than just a process of fixing up a physical machine. It's a process of learning how to be more fully ourselves, to align with our purpose in life, and to harmonize with the deeper visceral rhythms of our body, of nature, and to gain deeper understanding of what this is, and how to work with this precious, strange, bizarre wilderness of a human existence we have. So that's what I'm teaching, and that's how I try to teach it. And it's Yangsheng Fa teachings are great because they are applicable to everyone. We all have bodies. We all are susceptible to sickness. We all are susceptible to health and well-being. Each class will have a specific topic, and I will, I think, send out newsletters explaining the general topic that each class will be on before it happens. But a lot of people have found that it's most satisfying just to sort of join the journey. They will each build on each other. And Chinese medicine has this nice kind of circular logic, or almost like a spiral, where each time you learn something, you learn it from a slightly different angle, and it spirals you into a deeper and deeper intimacy with the subject, and ultimately, ideally, with our embodied selves. So you're free to engage it however you want. If you want to just join one class that has a topic that is interesting to you, or join us along the way. But I'm really excited to teach it. I've been teaching it for a few years now, and it just keeps getting richer and more interesting for me. So hopefully that'll be the case for you too. Thanks.
Sunny field of flowers seem better than your English class. So you and Lillian skipped right through that open door.